Hello and welcome to your own channel. Let's talk business once again. As always, I'm excited to have you here. Today in this video presentation, I'm not going to discuss about the business. In this video presentation, I'm going to discuss about the novel coronavirus and how technology is helping to find the cure of this global pandemic. So there is a lot to know and a lot to understand. So let's start talking about the coronavirus and technology in Let's Talk Business. So for those who are new to my channel, I am Ravi Shankar. I am having 16 years of experience in business analysis. I generally publish my lecture for PNC and general insurance domain, including Lloyd of London, but in this special edition I'm discussing about the coronavirus and technology. If you want to stay connected with me, so here is my social media profile links going forward. So I was just going through news article on CNN yesterday, and then I found an article. It says that the world fastest supercomputer identified the chemical that could stop the coronavirus from spreading. Crucial step toward the treatment. So, as we all know, the novel coronavirus presents an unprecedented challenge on all of us, especially on the scientist community. And the speed at which the virus is spreading means they must accelerate their research in order to find the cure of this global pandemic. And then we realize that there is a supercomputer who is helping to identify the chemical that could stop coronavirus. So I started thinking about how the supercomputer is helping humans to identify the cure of this global pandemic. This supercomputer is IBM's Summit. So IBM Summit supercomputer is developed by the IBM for the use of Oak Ridge National Laboratory. Oak Ridge National Laboratory is an American multipurpose science and technology national laboratory sponsored by the US Department of Energy and Administration. The ORNL scientific program focuses on materials, neutron sciences, energy, high performance computing, system biology, and national security. So let's go ahead and see some other properties of this supercomputer. So Summit is basically 200 million government funded supercomputer. It got 36,000 processors. The speed is around 200 quadrillion calculation per second, which is way ahead of any normal computer. It occupies 5,600 square feet of floor and having 200 miles of cable connecting all its part and all its processors. It required 400 gallons of water per minute to stay cool and consume power enough to run 8,000 homes in US. First supercomputer designed for the AI application and runs on Red Hat Enterprise Linux operating system. So these are some of the properties of this Summit supercomputer, which is developed by the IBM for the purpose of research and development in Oak Ridge National Laboratory. So the Oak Ridge National Laboratory, they published a report in the ChemRisk website, and here they said that the supercomputer-based docking to the SARS-CoV-2 viral spike protein and viral spike protein human ACE2 interface. So let me read it out this for you. The novel Wuhan coronavirus SARS-CoV-2 has been sequenced, and the virus shared the substantial similarity with the SARS-CoV. This is the earlier version of this virus. Here, using a computational module of the spike protein S of SARS-CoV-2, by the way, these are the spike protein. So here, using the computational module of the spike protein S of SARS-CoV-2 interacting with the human ACE receptor, we make use of the world's most powerful supercomputer Summit to enact an assemble docking virtual high throughput screening campaign and identify a small molecule which can bind to either isolated viral S protein at its host receptor region or to the S protein human ACE interface. We hypothesize the identified small molecule may be repurposed to limit the viral recognition of the host cell and or disrupt the host virus interactions. A ranked of list of compound is given that can be tested experimentally. So how it works, right? The supercomputer, they developed the protein model, and then they started testing various compounds on this protein model to see how these compounds can dock on this protein model so that they can prevent the spread of this virus. So in next slide, I explain in slightly more detail. So here, how Summit is helping. Basically, the virus infect host cell by injecting them with a spike of the genetic material. So if you can see here, this is the human cell, this is the ACE2 interface, this is the virus S spike protein, and this spike protein can dock itself to the ACE2 interface. Like if you can see over here, this is the virus and this is the spike and this is the human cell, and the virus with the help of this spike protein can dock itself to the human cell. So Summit was looking for the drug compound that could bind to the spike and potentially stop spreading it. So basically, the summit was looking some compound which can dock itself here so that it create a kind of a barrier when it is docking to the ACE2 human cell interface. So researcher Nicholas Summit from Oak Ridge created a model of the coronavirus spike. So he is Mr. Nicholas Smith from Oak Ridge Laboratory. He created the model of this spike, and then with the help of Summit supercomputer, he simulated how the atoms and the particles in the viral protein would react to the different compounds. Now, if you can see over here, the Summit ran a simulations over 8,000 compounds that could bind to the spike protein of the virus and curb its ability to spread. And in last, Summit identified 77 compounds and ranked them based on how likely they were able to bind themselves to the spike. So if you can see over here, if you take this particular exercise manually, then it will take months to get it done. But with the help of Summit supercomputer, it took us days or two, where it could have taken a month for the normal computer to get this research done. So this is how the technology is helping researchers to find out the compound that can interact with the spike protein of coronavirus so that they can prevent it to dock to the human interface ACE2. So this is the complete analysis of this topic. I hope you have learned something over here. Thanks a lot for listening and watching. God bless you and stay safe. Bye bye.